The night atmosphere at Bristol was just incredible. The race usually started about the time the sun was going down. The lights were coming on.
Everybody involved in this sport loved the Bristol night race.
It's a short track. It's like the cars are up on their sides in the banking. They backfire. You can see the flame come out of the side of the car. The cars are scraping the asphalt and later the concrete.
You couldn't wait to get to Bristol, and when you got there, the race fans were the same way.
Seven to go, and now Earnhardt continues to reel him in.
And that black number 3 car at Bristol, the Intimidator, right? It was, you knew he was going to be a part of the action at the end of that race.
He was someone that if you seen him in your rearview mirror, you knew that he was coming, and he was coming hard.
In 1995, he was the faster car between he and Terry Labonte. He was running Labonte down 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And then with 2 laps to go, there was lap traffic.
Then we got bottled up behind Greg Sachs.
And a slow car right around Earnhardt. He's right on his back bumper.
There were some lap cars in front of me, and so I was trying to figure out how I'm going to get past these lap cars that are running side by side.
100 feet before the start-finish line, Earnhardt got there and to the rear bumper of Labonte. And what did Terry Labonte do?
And I thought, I'm going to stand in the gas here, and I'm not sure what's going to happen when I get past the start-finish line. And so we got the checkered and went in the wall and knocked the nose off the car and ended up driving at the victory lane with the front tore up. And
there's steam and water spewing out of what was left of the front of the car, which had been shortened by 3 feet. And then inside the window, there's Terry Labonte smiling ear to ear because he had somehow held off Earnhardt. And when I asked Labonte the first question, very calmly, Terry, the Iceman Labonte, says,
Dale caught me. He gave me a little shot in the back there, and I just stood in the gas, and, we beat him across the line.
My goodness, what a finish in 1995.
The Goodies Headache Counter 500 from Thunder Valley, Bristol Motor Speedway.
In 1999, it was Terry Labonte who was the faster of the 2 cars.
You got to go back in that race a little bit. How did we get to the point that all of a sudden, with a few laps to go, you got Dale Earnhardt leading the race on worn-out tires. You got Terry Labonte trying to catch him on 4 brand new tires.
Thought we had it in the bag, and with 12 laps to go, Bobby Labonte, his engine expired, and the yellow came out.
And Terry Labonte, the leader, is spinning, and Dale Earnhardt takes the lead.
And Terry slowed up, and Darrell got into the back of us trying to unlap himself.
It was kind of a no-brainer with him being spun out with no more cars that were on the lead lap for Andy Graves to bring Terry to pit road to pit him for 4 fresh tires.
I think about 5 laps to go, and I came back through the field there pretty good.
Here comes Terry Labonte. He goes flying by Mark Martin, who had 2 fresh tires. Now 4 laps to go. With 3 to go, he goes by Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart in the same lap like they were tied to a stump.
Man, oh man, look at Labonte go.
With 2 to go, there he is on Earnhardt's bumper.
Inside of Earnhardt, he taps him.
He taps Earnhardt going into turn 3 in the back, gets him a little loose. And then out of turn 4, he dives beneath Earnhardt. They rub fenders, they rub doors, and Labonte goes by as they take the white flag.
I knew when they took the white flag, it wasn't a matter of if he was going to spin Labonte or get into him. It's when is he going to do it.
Oh, and Earnhardt spins him out.
Oh, man. And I'm sitting there in the back straightaway, and the car's nosing the wall, and I look up, and I seen Dale coming off a 2 after he got the checkered, and he was rolling down the back straightaway, and I had my car running. I got it reversed. I thought to myself, all right, that 3 is probably going to victory lane here, but this number 5 is going to be stuck in the side of it. And I popped the clutch, and I gave it the gas, and the car moved about a ½ inch, and reverse gear tore out of it. And it didn't go nowhere. And it just kind of let all the... I was like, oh, God, I can't believe that.
They said there were 140,000 fans there that night, and I promise you, as I stood in victory lane, all 140,000 of them were passing their opinion on what they had just seen.
I can remember it like yesterday when Dale got out of the car and said,
Didn't mean to really turn around, meant to rally his cage over.
And I really think that's what he had intended, but he got into him a little harder than he expected.
I think that battle, that final lap at Bristol in 1999, as well as in 1995, has to be registered among the top 5, if not top 10 all-time moments in the sport that's had some special ones.